Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Good afternoon. We are continuing on the month of March. Era Coins in Circulation Spotlight series, and we have a fantastic one for you here today. So you've seen the Aerodime that I've posted a few days ago. Tremendous coin, no doubt about it. But if you really want to get into something that's a little bit more exciting in terms of shock value for a find that you could find in like pocket change, here's the coin. Now, it's not this coin that you see before you, the 1943 copper transitional, where, as everyone knows, 1943, we're in the middle of a war. The U.S. was using steel in their pennies during that day, and a few copper blanks, planchets, actually made their way into the striking chamber of their popular presses, and they've made a couple of legendary coins. This 43S that you see before you is a recent sale on Heritage. I think it graded AU55 by PCGS. And this was a $200,000 coin. Pretty easy, pretty simple. We've heard it in the news all the time. These things can fetch over $1 million really easily. But let's not talk about this coin. Let's talk about something that's much more obtainable, something that's really under the radar in terms of, what the coin should look like. And that would be the 1983 copper transitional cent. Now, as we all know, 1982 was a time that the U.S., the mint, wanted to lower costs on their minting processes and how much it cost to create coins during that day, especially the pennies, was starting to rise, so much so that it's exceeded the cost of the materials and labor. To make a cent, it was like 2.5 cents, and then you get the big idea. So they made this composition where it's primarily zinc, this chintzy, cheap, silvery looking stuff in the middle, and then plated with copper. Okay, that's what happened during 1982, where, it was like a half and half year. You had half of the year where they made copper cents, and the other half they made these chintzy, what we know today as the zinc copper combo cents that we so much love. So during that point, there is what they call the transitional, and in 1983 it's supposed to be purely zinc cents. Okay, there should be no more copper, nothing. Here's the key words: should be. In the course of this huge change in composition from copper to the new alloys, no doubt about it, so there were some spare copper blanks that have made their way into the 1983 striking schedule for the new cents for that year. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, they actually struck some copper, so much so that they've fallen under the radar to where you can't even tell unless you were to weigh each penny specifically. That's the only way that you're going to know that you have a copper over the zinc. The copper cents would weigh in at 3.11 grams, whereas the zinc would be almost a full gram less than that. I think it's like 2.3. Don't hold me to that. We could all look online and research that, but it weighs quite a bit less than its copper counterpart. Okay, so this is the modern version of what you see in the 1943 steel to copper or bronze transitionals. Okay, so the price isn't the same, obviously. If you were to find one, and granted, 1983, they're still going to be in pretty good shape. The zinc coins, we've all seen them rot away over time. We've picked one up out of change. It's like, oh, there I have half a coin in my hand. But the 1983 coppers, they're very durable. You're probably going to find a lot of the XF to maybe low mint state varieties out there if you were to find one. If you think you found one, okay, there's a couple things you could do. If you had a penny weight scale, you could weigh it. If it's 3.11, congratulations, you have yourself a copper transitional 1983. If you took the coin and then you bounced it on a wood surface, like a table, and it has a higher pitched ring, Then you also have the copper. Okay, you could take any 1970s, early 80s, before 1982 copper cent, smack it on the table, and then compare it to a zinc. The zinc is almost like a plastic piece of chunk, whatever disc that you're dropping onto the table. It's a lot more dull, whereas the copper has a higher pitch ding. You get the big idea. But the 1983 composition on the copper blanks is where it's at. And these are just now starting to gain a lot more hype and popularity in the error coin marketplace. And we have a number of sales to report, just so you can have an idea of how much these coins could go for if you were to sell them online or through like a major auction house like Stack's Bowers or Heritage. So going back way into 2013, on December 6th, Heritage reported a sale of a Mint State 62 example for a measly sum of $23,500. That example was found in circulation. Okay, I know that because I remember that coin, and I remember the person that found it. And man, now I was truly happy for the guy. Another example sold April 24th in 2014. So about 5 months later, Mint State 63. So it was a higher grade example. I think it was a red brownish type color. And that one was for $18,800. And then another one sold in August 7th of 14 for $16,450. That was an AU55. So it wasn't truly a BU, but you get the idea. Okay, these coins will make you some money. All right, pretty cool error, unintentional. I get it. Some copper planchets made their way into batch XYZ of zinc blanks, and then that's what happens. But the copper and the zinc coins look so much alike that I wouldn't think that Mint employees and their quality control department would be able to find and identify those specific coins, unless they weighed them each individually. But you get the idea. So here you go, another great error video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep searching, keep stacking. Search for this coin. Okay, they're actually out there. One was just recently discovered, I think earlier in the year. But yeah, don't hold me to that. Thanks again for watching, and please subscribe and hit like on this video. All right, take care, guys.